Sibling rivalries have always fascinated us, right? I mean, think about those epic battles between brothers, drama and intrigue that could rival something out of Shakespeare. From the feuds of historical kings like Richard the Lionheart and King John to modern-day business moguls, these rivalries have been the talk of the town. But what if I told you that the latest showdown isn't just between brothers, but between two powerful families? And guess where this fierce competition is taking place? Right in the heart of 21st century London, where real estate is the ultimate prize. Let's meet our contenders. In one corner, we have the Reuben Brothers, strategic heavyweights in the property game. These guys are like seasoned champions, known for their top-notch acquisitions and a property portfolio that covers everything from luxury retail to lavish hotels. They've got the moves, they've got the diversity, and they're here to claim their stake in the city. Now, shifting our gaze to the other corner, we've got the Livingstone Brothers. These guys are the wizards of urban transformation. They take forgotten spaces and turn them into bustling hubs. Their secret, a mix of innovation and gut feeling that's made them serious contenders in this urban battle. And where's the ring for this showdown? London's skyline. Yep, the city itself is the arena for this epic clash. It's not just about owning property, it's about leaving a mark, wielding influence, and shaping one of the world's most iconic cities. So why should you care? Well, because this isn't your average Monopoly game. This is a fight for legacy, for power, and for the right to shape the future of a city that everyone admires. And in this episode, we'll lay out the scorecard and let you decide who's winning the battle for London's prime real estate. The Reuben Brothers. Meet the incredible pair, David and Simon Reuben, the unrivaled champions of London's real estate monopoly game. Imagine them as the proud rulers of Park Place, rapidly closing in on the coveted boardwalk, challenging the Livingstones for their monopoly reign. These tycoons, hailing from the cream of the UK's wealthiest families, have magically transformed London's skyline into a festive Christmas stocking, overflowing with exclusive neighbourhoods such as Mayfair and St James. Now, if you're not familiar, Mayfair and St James are London's versions of Rodeo Drive, where historical charm dances gracefully with wallet-thinning opulence. It's not just about having a posh address. Owning property in these prestigious areas is like holding a golden ticket to an exclusive network and a lifestyle that opens doors to both social and business opportunities. Investing in real estate in Mayfair and St James is more than just a status symbol. It's a resilient value proposition. Let's dive into the Reuben Brothers treasure trove, a collection of London's most sought-after properties, each one a unique jewel adorning the city's architectural crown. You see, ladies and gentlemen, London is like a giant storybook filled with different chapters written by its buildings. Take the Millbank Tower, a super tall building by the river. It's a symbol of how strong London became after the war. And Oxford Street? It's packed with people shopping like crazy, especially at the London Primark store where fashion lovers gather. Then there's Karen House in SW1. It's a treasure that shows off London's old-fashioned charm. Situated in an upscale area, Karen House is a noteworthy representation of the distinctive qualities that make London unique. However, the true highlight of the area is the Piccadilly Estate, a collection of remarkable places that contribute to the area's allure. Specifically mentioned in the passage are two prominent establishments within the Piccadilly Estate. The first is the renowned In-N-Out Club located at 94 Piccadilly, known for its exclusivity and prestige. The second is the upscale Burlington Arcade, a historic shopping passage that gained significant attention when it was sold for an impressive £300 million in 2018. These landmarks add to the grandeur and allure of the Piccadilly Estate, making it a standout destination in London. 94 Piccadilly, once known as Cambridge House, has a rich history, once serving as the residence of various prominent figures. One of its notable residents was George Nathaniel Curzon, a significant British statesman who served as Viceroy of India and later as Foreign Secretary. His occupancy of this prestigious address adds layers of political history to the building's legacy. The In-N-Out Club, situated nearby, is steeped in luxury and tradition. This private members club has a distinguished history, initially established as a social club for officers of the armed forces. Its exclusivity and connection to Britain's narrative add to its allure, attracting individuals seeking a taste of elite social circles and a connection to the country's heritage. Moving on to 5152 New Bond Street, the location of the Armani store. This address embodies a different facet of luxury, symbolizing the appeal and appreciation for high-end fashion and opulence. The Armani brand, renowned for its sophistication and elegance, has made its mark in this prestigious area, catering to those with a penchant for luxurious and fashionable items. These places aren't just buildings, they're part of London's story. From the new skyscrapers to the old-fashioned treasures, they're all making London's story bigger. They're not just sights you see, they're places that have stories about the people who lived there and the things that happened inside. More feathers to their hat. But the Reuben Brothers empire isn't confined to these trophy assets. It's way more exciting than that. They've got spots on Grove Street, Bruton Street, and other places that are super famous for being both super cool and rich in history. One of their places, Admiralty Arch, is like a time machine that mixes old stories with super fancy modern stuff. David and Simon Reuben aren't playing a regular game of Monopoly with London's buildings. Nope, they're making something way cooler. A masterpiece that mixes history, fancy stuff, and a sprinkle of modern awesomeness. Sure, we don't know exactly how much all their cool London places are worth, but when you hear they're worth around £25 billion in 2023, you know it's huge. And guess what? They're not just into the UK scene. They've got their fingers in the pie across the pond too, in places like New York and South Florida. Saying their portfolio is amazing is like saying the Sistine Chapel has a nice paint job. It doesn't quite cover how mind-blowingly awesome it is. Personal history. Now let's delve into the personal history of these princes of prime central London. David, born in 1941, and Simon, born in 1944, are the sons of David Casson Reuben and Nancy Reuben, ethnically part of a Baghdadi Jewish family. The family's journey took an interesting turn when their father, David Casson Reuben, sought a better future in the textile industry, moving from Iraq to Bombay. In the 1950s, family dynamics shifted, leading the brothers and their mother to pack their bags and head to London. Settling in Islington, North London, they had to adapt to a new life and navigate the British education system. Simon, however, didn't stick around in formal education for long. Their journey into the business world started with humble beginnings. David ventured into the world of scrap metals, while Simon set his sights on the carpet industry. Simon's path led him to take over England's oldest carpet company, which was facing challenges at the time. Remarkably, he turned the company around, reaping significant rewards. With newfound wealth, Simon ventured into property investments, starting small with places like Walton Street and the iconic King's Road in Chelsea. David, too, thrived in the world of metals and property trading. As the 1970s and 1980s unfolded, the brothers' wealth soared, creating a dynamic duo building their fortunes through shrewd trades in metals and properties. However, it was in the property market that they discovered their true calling, a sector that would eventually define their business empire. Their strategic foresight became evident as they seized the opportunity presented by the shift towards capitalism in Russia. They became pioneers, among the first Western investors to do so. Their venture, Transworld Group, swiftly rose to prominence, emerging as a major player in the global metal industry. By the turn of the millennium, they commanded a significant share of Russia's aluminium production. The Reuben brothers later shifted their focus back to the UK, divesting their Russian interests. Their tale unfolded with a strategic shift in focus as they bid adieu to their Russian interests, setting their sights on the rich possibilities of the UK. Successful ventures. As their journey unfolded, the Reuben brothers' portfolio transformed into a mosaic of ventures, weaving through the realms of real estate, venture capital, and private equity. However, it was the enchanting allure of the UK property market that captured their hearts. The stage was set for an extraordinary chapter in April 2020 when they stepped into the world of football, proposing the acquisition of Newcastle United Football Club. This endeavour was not a walk in the park. The Premier League initially raised its eyebrows, questioning the synergy of this new alliance. Undeterred, the Reuben brothers, alongside the formidable duo of Amanda Stav's PCP Capital Partners and the Saudi Public Investment Fund, managed to secure a slice of the shares, turning the pages of football history. Yet, like any epic saga, not every venture sailed smoothly. In 2006, the then Mayor of London, Ken Livingstone, took centre stage in criticising the Reuben brothers' involvement in the Olympic City development. His words echoed with controversy as he playfully suggested they try their luck with the Ayatollah, invoking their history in the Middle East. Despite the fiery remarks, an official investigation later deemed Livingstone's criticism robust yet reasonable, brushing off complaints against him. But amidst the ebb and flow of their business endeavors, the Reuben family remained grounded in their commitment to giving back. In the spirit of benevolence, they established the Reuben Foundation, a beacon of hope aiming to enhance healthcare and education. In a heartfelt tribute to their beloved mother, the Nancy Reuben Primary School came into existence, a special Jewish day school in Hendon that echoed the values of family and education. Expanding their philanthropic canvas, the Reuben brothers went on to make a monumental contribution of £80 million to birth Reuben College at Oxford. Originally named Parks College, this postgraduate hub emerged as a force to reckon with, dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of climate change, artificial intelligence, and the enigmatic world of cellular life. It was a powerhouse of academia, akin to the Avengers assembling for a mission of knowledge. In the quiet corridors of their personal lives, the Reubens were no ordinary fish, swimming in the vast sea of existence. According to the Sunday Times Rich List of 2023, the duo of David and Simon Reuben, accompanied by their entire clan, held a staggering net worth of £24.4 billion, solidifying their status as Britain's fourth wealthiest family. However, where there is great wealth, there are often questions and speculations. The Times delved into the Reuben brothers' financial affairs, uncovering their ventures into offshore tax havens. But fear not, for a reassuring spokesperson stepped forward, affirming that the Reubens played by the rules, dancing in harmony with the melody of UK tax laws. And then there's the political twist to their tale. The Reuben brothers, proud donors and staunch supporters of the Conservative Party. This added a dash of political flavor to their already fascinating story, suggesting that these captains of industry were not merely accumulating wealth, but also shaping the future in the corridors of power. This makes it very clear that somehow, in some capacity, they want to keep themselves a part of the lawmaking forces. This is what most billionaires like to do today. Take Donald Trump, for example. That man is a business genius, but what truly made him popular was his involvement in politics. One main reason why billionaires do this is to make sure no policy goes against their interests. It's a sly and cunning move, but this is how you sustain your riches and extravagance. Through various ventures and challenges, the Reuben brothers' journey from the streets of Bombay to the forefront of London's property market speaks to their business acumen and adaptability in the ever-evolving world of global investments. Yet, they aren't the sole brotherly barons of prime central London. Enter the Livingstone brothers, the main competitors boasting an equally impressive roster of real estate holdings and properties. The Livingstone brothers. The Livingstone brothers. Let's start with Ian, born in May 1962. He was all about hitting the books and making precision his superpower. After graduating from City University London, he initially dived into optometry, becoming a fully-fledged optometrist by 1984. By 1990, he was steering the Optica Clulo Group, growing it to a whopping 170 stores. But Ian's story isn't just about business. He's also got a sweet family setup, married to Natalie, a smart journalist from Cambridge. They juggle life raising 3 daughters, Grace, Alice, and Elizabeth. Just like the royal families all around the globe, these girls have quite been under public scrutiny, and people love to keep tabs on what and how they ace their tasks. Now, Richard, born in November 1964, walked the same educational path as his brother at St. Paul's School, but unlike Ian, he set sail into the seas of property and surveying. Becoming a chartered surveyor, Richard sharpened his skills, especially during his time at Richard Ellis in the 80s. In 1997, he tied the knot with the daughter of John Burns from the Dent London Property Group. It seemed like a tale of 2 powerful property families uniting, but, well, life had other plans. The love story ended in a divorce down the line. Their journey is more than just degrees and business deals. It's a saga weaving together education, family, and a keen eye for investment. Ian's knack for business and precision, coupled with Richard's expertise in property, paints a picture of two brothers ruling the real estate roost in London. Together, they're the masterminds behind London and regional properties, crafting a real estate kingdom that's worth billions. But beyond the numbers, it's the story of two brothers who carved their path through different fields, yet found common ground in shaping the London skyline. It's about their families, Natalie and their three daughters, and Richard's journey through the property world and the turns life took along the way. In the ever-changing world of investments, these brothers stand tall, navigating challenges and seizing opportunities. Bound not only by blood, but also by a shared ambition, their journey took a remarkable turn when they decided to dive into the world of property development. It all started back in 1992 when they took the bold step of acquiring the David Kulo opticians chain. Little did they know that this move would mark the beginning of a new chapter in their professional lives. The early life and finding success. The Livingstones, with their eyes set on success, didn't embark on this adventure alone. They wisely formed alliances, and one notable supporter was Jacob Rothschild's merchant bank, which provided the financial backing that fueled their early projects. It became evident that the brothers had a talent for forging strategic partnerships. But you know, some things are bound to destiny too. You can't just sail on the sole ground of talent. As they ventured further into the realm of real estate, the Livingstone brothers saw their portfolio blossom, featuring a diverse array of assets valued at a staggering £5 billion. From Lon's vintage clothing, a beacon of style nestled in London's avant-garde neighbourhoods, to prestigious hotels such as the London Hilton on Park Lane and the Trafalgar St James, each property radiated its own unique charm. The Livingstones didn't stop at hospitality. They extended their influence into the digital sphere with a smart investment in Evolution Gaming, a Swedish online gambling powerhouse. This shrewd move paid off handsomely, delivering an incredible 5,000% return and significantly boosting their financial prowess. Their property empire didn't only cover commercial spaces, it also extended to residential properties strategically located across central London and beyond. Notable addresses like 55 Baker Street, Elizabeth House, and 10 Bloomsbury Way became part of their portfolio, showcasing the Livingstones' knack for strategic positioning. But the Livingstone legacy is more than just bricks and mortar. It reaches beyond traditional boundaries, offering a taste of British elegance and charm. Their influence, like a ripple in a pond, touches historical gems like Clon in Berkshire, a place steeped in British history and aristocracy. Back in 2012, the Livingstone brothers had plans to change up an area near London's Waterloo Station. Their big plan involved tearing down an old office building called Elizabeth House to build two amazing tall buildings. One would be really tall, and the other would be simple but nice. They wanted to change how the city looked. But in 2009, the government said no to their first idea, even though the Mayor of London said yes. The Livingstone brothers didn't give up. They kept going, showing that problems were just things they had to get past to make new and cool buildings. In 2014, Livingstone stepped into the limelight again, featuring in the documentary From Bedrooms to Billions, chronicling the evolution of the British video games industry. Fast forward to 2021, and the legacy of freeway fighters lived on through a Viber and Messenger adaptation by the Talkabot chatbot company. Livingstone's influence expanded beyond games. He chaired Sumo Group from 2015 to 2022 and currently serves as a general partner at Hyro Capital, contributing to their investment in Skybound Entertainment in 2022. In 2015, they, along with Ian Livingstone leading, teamed up with Jamie Gilinski-Bakal to start a huge $700 million project in Panama City. They wanted to change an old Air Force base into something modern and amazing. This project proved they were good at making forgotten places into something special, leaving a lasting mark on the changing area. Besides building things, Ian Livingstone also spent time helping others. He was part of a group that looked after the Mayor's Fund for London, helping out with projects that aim to do good in the community. What makes the Livingstone brothers special isn't just their big ideas for buildings, but also how they stay out of the spotlight. Even though they're really successful and have a lot of power in property, they like to keep things quiet. That's why people call them the most secretive rich brothers in London. They're like the silent but important people in real estate, handling the important matters of the city without making a sound. In an industry where people usually show off, the Livingstone brothers show that you can do well by working quietly and being fair in business. I mean, we all know how Elon Musk likes to boast his riches. He's a passionate billionaire, and he certainly wants the world to know of his grandeur, unlike the Livingstone brothers. Their story is like an interesting book, where each project they do is a new chapter in how they change the skylines and communities they're in. In the grand Shakespearean drama of London real estate, the juxtaposition of the Reuben and Livingstone brothers unfolds as a modern-day epic. Picking between these families isn't just about their stuff or how much they own. It's about the stories they bring. The Reuben brothers tell a tale of big dreams, mixing history and modern life, and reaching all over the world. On the other hand, the Livingstone brothers show success without making a fuss and changing places and communities without seeking the spotlight. In this big story of brothers battling it out in real estate, who wins might depend on what you think. The Reubens show off greatness and size, while the Livingstones are about quiet strength and making a difference. Which story do you like more, the daring dreamers or the silent game changers? It's all up to you in this exciting story of two strong families shaping London's heart. That's it for today's video. Meet you in the next one. Till then, don't forget to watch our latest video on the old money family that owns most of northern England. See you there.